All right, so Bitcoin is dumping pretty hard right now. We got like a 6% move down or something. Yeah, about 6% move. And honestly, in my opinion, I think we got room to come down more. Maybe we just keep doing what we're doing, where you come back up, come back down some more, come up, maybe come down. But overall, I'm seeing the direction in the short-term future is down. Now, I want to explain how I got into a short position right up here, right around the top. Cause hey, maybe it can help some people out. So basically, for over a month now, we have been forming bearish divergences on Bitcoin. The momentum has been pretty consistently putting in lower highs as Bitcoin is putting in higher highs. Also, you can see on the 4 hour, the money flow has been decreasing. And if I turn on my spider line chart, you could see that we were coming into some pretty heavy resistance up here with the spider line. We rejected off of it, well, once right here and then a bunch of times right here. So I figured that since we are coming into resistance with bearish divergences, it may be a good place to look for a short at the top of this range here. Now, getting into a short here was a little tricky because, looking at this price action, you could have gotten stopped out once, twice, 3 times just in this little area right here. But I want to explain how I got this specific position and how I avoided getting wrecked during this choppy action right here. So I don't know exactly how many shorts I took up here, but I know I took a few. I probably took one from like, I don't know. I took like 2, maybe 3 shorts from up here. But the long and the short of it is the shorts that I took up here either ended up being in some small profits and then I move my stop loss to entry and get stopped out, or I just get stopped out at a very small loss. So I didn't have many successful shorts up here. That is until this last one right here. Shout out Jason Casper. He is a much more experienced trader than me. If you guys don't watch his channel for some reason, I would highly recommend it. But he loves him some thirsty chickens. And if you don't know what that means, basically, chickens drinking water, or as other people like to call it, a swing failure pattern. It's basically when we have a swing high or could be a swing low, and Bitcoin comes up, takes out that low or high, but then quickly gets sucked back down below it, leaving just a wick above it. And if you want even more juice added to that, you would like to see some bearish divergence or something like that to confirm that it is a swing failure and not an actual breakout. Now, we've seen a lot of these up here. We had one right here. We technically had one right here as well. Here, let me delete this. Technically had another one right here with this wick right here. You can see we had a wick above this previous high. We came back down, and from that point, we got like a 2 to 3% move down. So, these are good moves sometimes, especially when you're seeing bearish divergences forming. While we're doing this, these can be very powerful for finding good trade setups. Now, this is how I managed to get into this trade as well. Swing failure pattern. I saw that we were doing it yet again, and so I was able to take a trade here. Now, the main thing that I want to really get across here is how I was able to not get absolutely wrecked while I was trying to short up here 2, 3, 4 times, and that is just practicing good risk management. Basically, if you're practicing good risk management, then you should be able to afford to take a couple scalp shorts up here, potentially have some of them get stopped out, and once you get some profits, you move your stop loss to the entry, guarantee a win, make sure you're not going to take any losses, And the one time that I got seriously wrecked was when I shorted somewhere in the middle here because, well, basically I saw what happened back here. I was being a little reckless. I saw that we got a move down here with no retracement, and I thought we were going to see a similar thing here. I wasn't practicing the best risk management. I shorted in the middle of the move, got a little bit of profits, but then I didn't move my stop loss to entry, and I ended up taking a pretty decent loss right here. Basically, the moral of the story here is stick to your strategies, stick to what you know is probably going to work. Do not take low probability, high risk trades like I did right here. Take high probability, low risk trades like this one right here. Now, as for what Bitcoin's going to do next, I don't know. Right now, we are in the middle of some single prints. We have to come down a little bit more to get those filled, so I'm kind of expecting us to do that, come down to at least 23.2. But I am kind of expecting a larger move down at some point in the near future. Don't know if it's going to be right now. We could come back up, stop out my trade, and then actually come down. Don't know. But if we end up dumping all the way down right now, I've got a little position open.